This is Kiss FM with all the news from Ghana.
Nonsiabo, Ghana this year. Yamamunina to be a mama kwabasum Jeffy Peace 104.3 and was Guso Uti Brasso. Sensible coach Chiba Bramana Semufaji Brasso so the Numeri Yareba Musaka Sebo. And some trying who need 100.9, okay, 101.7. Ship House and Cry at Becca Junction. And I have some word Fruko Piemu. I was Santimantemwa Yenu. Hello. Kasebo Kromo na 101.5 radio stations in the Dosso Ghana and Amonone when you near Boma Kasebo e bi edu aboboano social media platforms are hold on so Kasebo twegu so live for benye biahwe wadwenkyere fatumbre pomi agibre na yaken kadama YouTube no so Despite Media Facebook Peace FM online and as a Peace 104.3 ni nyina no etwegu so live benye biahwe na wadwenkyere odi atumbre pomi agibre na yaken kadama onsem anyimre yesi ne koso yaken kadama mo no yachemu mienu emuno tia na yanka soda ena nsem bi otodwa na wotwe mu ne ditie eno so yabo ne beda ye be kaka ye ho na mmom ene de no ne etodwa bi enie
na UTAC ani TUTAC ani SITAC unga ya chachirafo enkabomko miensa ewa ha mechesu ya ponu mu ebedi betu dwa se womo ebeye eye kire ni nyina egina womo book ani womo research allowances no womo kire mu se omo atwe ye kire no assign
Ghana man penyini ahye penyi kwankyerefo a wada Ghana Exim Bank no se wale watermelon factory enka ne yaban sha se wanwie wo hwe ne wonwie ade hye wale wonya so mfaso
Shama aban krachi penyi Honorable Paul Otis dentu ese enwo behia pa se yebedua enua se de be ya yatena ya yewo mu no yebetimi aboho eban
kudo bi amuntum e wo black voter no so adusuafo so odentete e wo Laura Senior High School ofomoto na nanom e won se do
na weino a yede ebre wono weino eye na wotwimu de edimu akotene no ebi enie omampanyi John Dramani Mahama e de atudwa se tema port eni takwa port won be hye 24-hour economy no ehu
na wotwimu na Ghana mampanyi wura John Dramani Mahama kasa de tudwa se obefo kwaya so agba Ghana yesikasem afa ne ntoma pade efra
na womampanyi John Dramani Mahama nso e de atudwa se PTA dwumadi a wo mudi a ena bibi ntinu wo matwe wo masensan no omonsan so enhye omudwuma asibiu
na wotwimu ena Ghana mampanyi kasa de tudwa se busumi wo ye nimu ne de kan July 1st 24 economy seseye ebifrase
na wotwimu a Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Association ye kire no ye ne wono a no nkopiem awayaresabie edi nkomo na emu omo se doctors no ahwe omo pa
na Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association atuate odi hye so no na wotwimu di tudwa se enkosi se no wohwe ne mu de fira aban che no aban be yo ede amomo de ene wonko bawo no wodi ba wade
na apomdin suafo Honorable Kwabena Mita Akano esse Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Association womo sikeya womo ehwehwe anase womo asetena mu a womo pese yenhwenye ho bibi ma womo no na wotwimu odi tudwa se 2025 budget no aban no amfa nhim
atuate apomde adwuma efo de hye so indam so ma na wotwimu donkuma ne ka se aban se wo pe bibi age e de fra bofra nchen a enye hunuhuna na emu ya akrokro se ne a wo pese ofa so ho na wo ne apomde adwuma efo si nkonwa no enam kwan paso
na wotwimu a ana pomdin adwumayefo a womo ye kire womo ene Ministry of Health ekohia ye no mo kirem se meeting no na achese ehwamodie kura
apomdin a apomdin adwumayefo ye kire de hye so indam so ma na wotwimu penya be de tie odasika sema so ya no sere won se sika 2 billion Ghana cedis ene wo hwe ni mu se aban be fi na wode ahye wondwumadi ahudu mekoba se be ha Ghana sika sem entu onya abotransa
na wotwimu a pomdin adwumayefo ye kire wo mo eyeye no wo mo ene health committee e wo mrahye bidwefie ekohia ye na ehon nsem so ye bedom asikode amamu
wo ye ni nsem bi otodwa na wotwimu ne ditie ene yesi ni koso yese ka ye ho na embo madwumre yi die emu aseda and confirm this way chocolate drink in your here no see no ene unsu hie special soldier so special range of drinks in Sunni. Best point, best assurance, you to Cheneka Hubi. When you know Ebu Chidom and you make us say we and Ranum Yusim Kunya, Yakin Kai Eddie Amamona, Sembia Betojana, what you muso dear, and once Sedano and Command 2074, Yatuni 2074 Ghana this week. I can come for a May Sadat Mohamed Mene.
Mame Akosia Etonam.
Ghana Bampany, Ghana this year, Ghana PSA, Ora John Dramani Mahama Kasa Edia Tuja, so my be a Tibramo any crayo, so my Ghana is a sembit fan to a pedifra, I'm on my Ghana near money to me at Dania also crayono, Yeshamukinana Yabua, no criano, etimi a fan to my pa Eddie Ifra. Ghana Bampanica Semuna, what you say, and Canning this kind to a Bosco Dines Rano, near Kanu Put Uria, Dopamashi and Sunny Dria, was this a Ghana Persia crayo to me fan to a pedifra, or see a Timini Efrisa Aquano so, you used to have bear for a Cadian Yadu Kria, you used to have bear for Fidi, Yadu Kran. No, if we didn't have no, yet Timabo home by to Miache Edama Ghana for na Enquanco Basse, yes, we did in Tosu season, Uko Jason Tosu Timibusa, a copper Uko Jason and the board intended day, was in and Nadia Itumibua, see a percent cryonic to me, I couldn't mobilize one who shall money to me fund into a petty fradia, and the year used to bear for Cadia do Criano, nay, you see what bear from Fidios so, now to Miabua, Quabranino don't Tosuno, or don't ever bury your baby or Becrano, a brand of Bojus Sawaton, with Timaton, one so young for Sudoso Pu Eddie Efrimu, Ghana Man. Penika Sabium to just say, Penny Quancher for the Ghana Exim Banga no, Washano, so while watermelon factory and Kania Banisha 1 million in Warshay, one for Sekansham Munri, now this is while and Patum intimate Juma and Famomo. The Quacramuna Ghana Man Penis idea to Jabium say, or him one him the World Food Program on chain, say whatever be Drew say Kim. Addition what Jan Dema, Korea one man Prusim Benson, will be sure bear for Fidia better than a Muani, Natumia Bomb and Newman so to Mia Ba, and Wale Jan Dema and then Patamu.
Agriculture is the backbone of development, and it should be so in the Northeast region. But the future of agriculture lies not in subsistence farming. It lies in commercial production and agro-industrial transformation. I've asked the CEO of the Ghana Exim Bank to continue and complete the Waliwali watermelon factory and prepare it for commissioning as soon as possible.
Ghana Mampany Ora John Dramani Mahama. And so one more Casa beyond the two just say, Sabokobokona Sada is swinging bum, na emwa by the Shani World Food Program on Cheni Bitomua, and ye, Abe for video person will see the Madisha Wajan the more the so and mono, a bit more more by 30 metric tons, a beboa, and feels mobile by a Pimbi and 2,000 a bebo Numa Edamo, Gidi Senasono, a bit to Mabo Papa. Now Bokobokona said so you need to be bamupe, and yet was sent National Buffer Stock Company for say, a movie a beso home, a wajan de mano, and a buffer stock of Franco Hena wonto, or Franco schools. In
addition, I'm pleased to announce to you that with support from the World Food Program, we're going to establish a modern rice mill in Jadema in the Mamprugu Mwaduri district. This project is expected to process over 30,000 metric tons of locally grown rice annually, and it will create over 2,000 jobs with a focus on women and children and youth. It will also reduce post-harvest losses and then anchor a local rice value chain that will reduce our import dependence. When this rice mill is completed, I have asked the National Buffer Stock Company to procure all the rice that will be produced there. We'll pay for it and buy it and supply it to our secondary schools to feed our children.
Ghana Bampany Ura. John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, and what is our and some to Salamati Kuku Pentel, and what the Amadboy, Ebesumoye.
Suapomu achachira fonkabom kuo miensa ya womo edin de University Teachers Association of Ghana ye trinity afre ni UTAG NFA Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana and also ye fra omo CTAG and Technical Universities Teachers Association of Ghana and also ye trinity afre UTAG and womo ebebo Ghana for amane SM womo hia womo allowances bi ye book any research allowances a womo ebe hia no mo de achira de the bear, your mofra, any yadisha for most your pon mono, won't bet me actually one more at ye. Now, Womuchum say, I come into your buying entrium, and yes, sir, one more ebay yetchere. Na and nam sa yo so ebeto jano, and no more, and a June boss so many there tosu do bakon, and Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, ye trinity friend diteke babontin ebeka say, or more edinyama equa quemu, ede ama a church for and kabum equo miensa. eye UTAC CTAC ni TUTAC a wo mo pese wo mo ye kire enam se wo mo book any research allowances bi a wo mo hia no ntino wo mo akire mu se aban no ana wo mo de niema egu akwa mu 2024-2025 academic year no wo mo tua e de ama academic na fe non academic senior members ni nyina na no na ebeto odwa ne pe National Labour Commission edi tudwa se enokre wo mo ene achechirefo anasuapon empe achechirefo ehyiaye ene wo mo edi nsawoso no mo se ye kire no omo anya anye biom ene wo mo bisa wo mo se na mo se mo beye ye kire adentia wo se an na nka ye beye na ne ye pa ene senka ye aban no ebe ya komaso ade de aman na nyame adom na Ghana Tertiary Education Commission etwanitia efren DTech for ababonten se wo mu twa allowances ni de aman nti ye kire no ye anya anye ebiom na no ena ye National Labour Commission SA wo mu ne omudi nsa wo so magye atum se strike no wo mu nya enko ebiom ni nyina ne se aban no aye wo makomaso ede ama wo mu na wo mu ekire mu se sa ade no book and research allowances no ya ade ne ha wo papa de bi wo mu ka ho asem nso na emma na nyame adom na wo mu ese wo mu tua momu a wo mu nya enko ye kire ne bia no ena National Labour Commission SA wo mu de adesrede eto aban no any stakeholders anim se wo mu hwe se wo mu research and book allowances no ebetimi atua no emrepa mu anase ebetua no what time wo so mutua said the be ensankofo how bia emmanti no na chese suapon achechirefo enkabom ko miensa UTAC ye TUTAC any CTAC for wo mo ye kira wo mo pese wo mo ye no wo mo anye ebiu
Ukwa secondary schools ahodo a ewo o my Ghana mu a ene e ba be ya mamra anesa memene da bia no emfa ho so ye day student anampo wo boarding house school penifo ma ho kwan ma disuafo timiti simonte so kotenetene wapom eya jogging bi esanse ne krampon eya na eya pomden pa na ukopie mu activity mantam mu school efe no Laura Senior High School so enya de foforo wo ho e de memene da bia no cadet for wo school no mu otimiti simonte so na tese wakotenetene wapom a okọ jogging bia na anopa de eche no na tese wasaba school mu ho bia wa bedidi na ayade a tese bra no mo ye no na we dia yase enne memene da yi cadet for eti gu monten so okoye jogging no obi nim ne akote bayira humam eno mo si na se ha de bia jogging ba ne de mo ye ntra black voter na ye nko achi ho na chese ye nkotenetene apom ewi a ya sa afuru subonto na ya sa sen echi ba school mu na chese disuafo edu omo nyina ko jogging bi omo furu subonto yi omo tra koduo mu black voter no so obi nim ne ati bayira humam na chese koduo yi emuntum ye yensom po nipa enso afomoto na no mo nse do miensa enya wonti edidi mu yebekwa ahoma no so yama no bofo to nkra different video man temu besom yen Abdullahi Abdul Kader akwaji nchiremu ede free ni nchen Abdul Kader mema assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam
Abdul Kader amane boy mu nchiremu
yo medase nde anopai to say that bia school kwala ni teachers for anwanwa sambia anasa ayo hunsama esi wo Laura Senior High School ni se mbra na school kwala no omunye anopa jogging ewo school mu ho efa kwan bia efrenu Dupe River sa nsu kase na linking to the black voter ewo Upper West region na omukodru ho na school kwala no bae se nipa 10 e kan se omudie omubefa kodu no bi ana ade efrenu kanu no ebe cross nsu no akọ to the other end of the river asan then aba na in the process of that no kwala no fa kodu an se omubetwa nsu na akọ the other end no ana nyame atamwa ayini kapside ye ebutuye nti nkwala 10 na omutna kodu ma omutwa omunyina edane egu nsu no na onumpe nkwala ne bi mo ha omuni majuare omutumi juare nsu nti at that instant no nipa miensa etmi eden cross omutumi juare nsu ni eden epie na miensa omunnim ajuare na na so omutumi juare no omu eden omude omuka nti at that instant nipa by 7 no ekam ana group phone eba say omba hwehwe ayi nkwalana omwaka with the effort of the residents and other people no mutimi yimiensa na nipa 4 omwa timi ahunu as we speak no the residents and the people omugusa omuhwehwe say nka ombehwe baby a sa nipa fo no aka said ya ombet my mama abusian fo nti nde anopa asama esi ewo Lawrence Senior High School.
Abdulkader na chese miti wa mane bom no yi a adusua fa no mko joge ne kwa na chese omo do so chen 10.
Yes sir, tell one say the weekend Saturday say no eya na school kwala ne other group cadets ne sporting class ne emphasis sporting activities anti jogging and exercise omuye bia nti through that na nkwala ni before kwan nti omu ko spina no because omu ko hwe say weekend say nkwala school nkwala ya na ni bia na say group hododo and I could in the process of that no and I could run able to be
na chese nipa en9 de bisi ne yehu wachira kwan miensa ene yetima yi omo na miensa frim
this evening nipa 4 no omugusa omuhwehwe
na nipa miensa no a omutimi dware ba akokɔ no so no na omo se de na omo kɔ ewo nsuo nachi
ana me kire se won se nkwala agro enye se omo akodru honum no ebi mu kora nyam kɔ honum ebi mu kora nyam pu kodu no hu se de etie nti atie na omo su betra se yem fa kodu na nka because there school nkwala no ebi mu nsu hu adwuma and a friend say curiosity nti curiosity no process of that no ana able to be so nipa enaya exercise omuguso ampe na so kasia yemfa say enya damp and dafa gone ana yes gone it flows so searching for a dead body in that particular stream and as a river especially rainy season like this you said omo ni so ajma pa ana obet ma hweke ahu
Abdulkader wonya no popoye say adisuafo yi omo form 2 ana form 1 ana form 3 ana
okay so start breakdown any school authority no antma eden and din komo ahu say asmesi we or form 2 and form 3 but as we speak I'm sure that by the close of tomorrow no there will be an update there on I will link up and then update you on that particular incident.
Now before me know we be papa mu no e dey ensem na school ni penny for ka.
Yes, so on the visa eco CDA idea is something that is heartbreaking. Because this is the first time incidents with ICO school. Into school authorities no kolanya. Omunyina very say it is something that is so saddening to the school authorities and the entire students.
So Omatimi identify enkolani parents aboma manie.
Definitely these are the local areas that they can easily link up to parents of the school the students. So residents are also say omuye searching within the area. Omo in Chenchen wa obianu ntumu ajma no. Omo ana omuye ajma na omuye infiltrated there. Ombetma nipa 4 na aka.
Aposi for abam.
So this one as we speak now I don't have any records of police involvement in that particular instance, but school security agencies will have to come into it to do some 1 or 2 investigations. But I do not have report of police and other security involvement.
Abdulkader yadasi enu amanibo.
Medas.
Yamanibo for tonkra edifleti video mante musum yen. Abdulkader ena motini ken eyare hosempo pa nanka no ma ba nka odi ni dua so e ba ne sen ena akogoro ewu nsuo mu ene se fofia nto atei eyare hosem ye beto akase bo no so
Shama aban krachi penyi honorable Paul Otis Dentu ena wade ato Ghana for anim se ebre adru se ewase yehwe na yatena ya yetimu no yebetimi ayi ahaw bi ede afrimu na yetimi aboa na ennuadua yedua no yetimi ahwe adua na nnua twitwa no yebetimi ahwe na yetwa no ase se de be ya enkofo haw bi a emma na ne kasa yemu ena wose ehu behia se ewose Ghana ni bia bebo na tena ye ho eban se de be ya enkofo haw bi a emma na wochem se nnua twitwa no akoya ade a eye haw pa na yahwe anka ho asɛm a daache akwama no ede ohaw ebebre enchirima na wose wo hwe aban hyehyɛ a wode egu akwam efa Tree for Life ye nhyehyɛ no ho no a ehu behia se obia ede ne ho behyɛ mu emfa ho ne amanyo akuo bi a wodon ana political party bi a wo no menka se wei eye wei nya o party ana wei nya o party ntini wei no ma aban wei nya maban entimi nkoduadua ose da bi ye kan duadua dia obi anyi political party bi a ho asɛm emfirimu na wonkodua se Ghana ni se da be ye betimi aboa na nnuadua no ye betimi adua ma nchirima se da be adaacha akoba bi ankofo nsunsuanso bone emreye
Tree for Life de ndua ba maheno nkwa ye be yan hoden o de henso ye as a municipality nti o de ye dua ndua ba shama ye dua 5,000 trees and then 5,000 trees or ye different species ye wa acacia ye wa prekese ye wa guava ni nyina ye dua nti ye na damu wia na o chede ye rebo hia na environment no ban inde nsukura time o do to nti o do wa asesa o sende nzema piru koda on ye ni nyina de ndua resa wo wiase and yent na o sende eda edua o de wie kura bo wude I mean o yen survive on nti na ye yenda e ba shama mensini nyina ma ye ka kire hon ye de ndua na obo hia na ye na ye di na onye ye na ahoden ye bribia
Orisansem we etudwa ebrasha ma municipal assembly no wo edi juma edi afa Tree for Life enhyehyeye no ehum na no na wode etudwa se wo mo haw kase pa wo shama ne se ekwan a mo fa so ekura nwura waste management ne eya ade haw mo papa enti wode adesrede ade tu obi ya nim se won hwe se won tutu nwura ngu basa na mom no assembly no so aye na adwen se wo be hwe na gatesa hodo mu no wo mesiesie mu na mpatam efin bia wo ho no wo be clean up exercise said the bear efin a chese edorso no eso betimi ate
ye nyina na meyesren da ye na dama nzama no osisi ugate sisi ye nsuri besi fom no wa ba ya asudi amahende o da gate sa horo wa owo simana no nkwado nyina na ye make sure that ye beden ye beyim ye gate na no osiwo o ye nzama ye trugu basabasa yim da bola bi o da ye kugu dasbin na ye je magukwam ogukwam no nsutwa otbokwa gates so major challenge for now o ye sanitation issues and we have started working on it ye gudu ye ho adwuma kakra yesre na ya akada inde ye kanadami ahona wo beti hen ahona wo bohwe hen da was mana no nkwado anampo enyi hade bebia wo bia no ye besre se ye bi ahode na ye ba na ade fiwa o ye da menzaman kitinkiti
Enuachi no Shama Model Basic School headmistress Regina Jampo nso ekasa se ehun behia pa se nwiadua no ye de be se ye mofra enkuma ya wo mo ewo school mu se de be ye wo mbenyini no wo mo de betu wo mutrim se ya tena bia no anase ye tena ye no ye betimi abo ho ban se de be ya ye betimi adi ye mpatamu enni na daachi akwama no ye ti betimi ahwe na honedie ani nwiadua no so no e betimi akọ nanim
Ashinya kopon de nyam se na konfanochi odua kumase na kumase gina en so believe say ya be sha ase wa hada yeso school de be gina ashinya me de nyam metene de ba ma ya ti ase se nyakopon bo ade nyina na obo ade ni we no de nipa to ho se nipa nhwe so nti ya ase de se nyame ma ndua bibi o environment bi hwe so ye bola o se bi o se digu o se tu bola gu basa kita bola pemodia ye enye wa adwen fa ye entoye se me di dwane a me ntontwe me be she bag mu ana me be she bibi mu na me du fi amato atwe se na be ya flood ni nyama sisi nyina ye hu bi e wo ye environment ni
Shama Model Basic School headmistress Regina Jampo apia dankwa Rock FM ono ena odin semi ebreye
afibia mu no ekwa wondin ene the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana oyina wotwe si honomo na wodi esesa adwen kwampo befa so ndwumadie nso betimi afa ne ntoma pa adie fra na afin so dwumadie no aduru so na mpinfo aye ne say obetene no wapom no mo de omapom tinatene no enya de obeforo kodo de atwa nsu na emu wo hya se wo yi mensa na wanante akɔfa peduase na wo de akɔkɔwie ɛwɔ abri na ɛno akire no dwumadie bi ɛtoato aso no wahwɛ na wayɔ ne sa na atumi aboa ma the Institute of Chartered Accountant Ghana wonku no atumi afa ne ntoma pa adi efira na president odi koya no Owura Augustine Addo ne kasa mu no ɛna wo kyerɛ mu sɛ ne abɛfo kɔ yɛ faso na yɛdi dwumadi ahodo na aba ɛno otimi tena wo de mu to aduane otimi tena wo de mu fa ka otimi tena wo de mu na wopɛ bia no na wato owiase afɔ na nyina ɛno nti ne ho akɔ hia sɛ ekuo no so mo so mi fa abɛfo kwan so ɛyɛ artificial intelligence AI bi robotics ɛne electronic system na otimi boa na wɔn so dwumadi etimi fa ne ntoma pa di fra no wɔfa abɛfo kwan so ogidie so wɔn so dwumadi no ɛbɛtumi atumpɔn
Fibia ye na otwe ba ko bi si ho a ye de accountants conference na ye de accountants conference na ye ne say ye behwe kwanya ye befa so na ya hwe senia accountants ne audit adwuma e wo Ghana ha no e be ye institute no botaya aban de ama ye ne say ye ne ye hwe say sika ho kontabuo ene sika ho mu hwehwe aye frɛ na accountants and audit e be ye wo man ye mu botaya de se ne say kwan best na accountants e betumi aye o madwuma ye emre ko a artificial intelligence ene robotics electronic systems aba kwanya fa so boost kan kontabuo mu ya ye ihye bebre ene ye de nante atitire yempom ekina ye de accountants e wo Ghana nyina beko takrade ye be accountants conference.
President of the Institute of Chartered Accountant Ghana Ekuno Anno Owura Augustine Addo nene ena etwagu yi na ne kasa che no penye kwankyerefo de koya no Owura Kosi Agyemai ono so kasa bi na wo kyerɛ mu sɛ osesa adwenwie na wo ma wonkoma nyina hu no sɛ ne ewiase akonkan ewiase atumponti AI no ɛwɔ so odeka wondwumadie hu odwene hu wie a okopie mu takrade nso so a asrafo gina bia takrade e base ɛhɔ so no eni nso atwa ma wondwumadie dodo na no na abra se san sɛ woni ama wode som no dodo na no na ayɛ dada ɛsɛye obɛhwɛ no wayɛ nsisi nso na wode aboa wɔn.
Your theme for this year known is leveraging on the transformative power of artificial intelligence, the role of the professional accountants. Into lining up activities, the main activity no be conference. Ayebe or takrade conference no be ebnada ebe eni ukuada. Enona yenyina ebesia. Ya join said artificial intelligence impact on your juma ye no as professional accountant. Now feed the no say their friend corporate social responsibility no. Your Air Force base or takradina omo plane hangar no omo ma ehu se suoto a ebem eliki enti no ICAG ejeto ye ho se yenko so mumu yem repair leaking hangar no se ya suoto a end stable omo djuma omo ye enti no so ye bibia ya ye dem se beboa omo djuma omo ye e man Ghana man nyina.
Owura Kosi Agyemai penye kwankyerefo da the Institute of Chartered Accountant Ghana Kuno Anno nene ena etwagu ye na yawo ansa afram na manibo enie ewe yebegina na yawo ansa afram manibo iso na yahome kasebo no so ye ba efo etoso mienu ye de beto aso.
Dear Niham sa Eye stay soft concentrate fabric salt na I was sachet mu ya send this say be hwam etina wo che ni hwa ne tina wo che no bia bebi se wonsem demu ni na se dear Niham say yi fe kwaye yesim biara so siesie wontare use stay soft ani hwa ne tina wo che na ni bo so da form kra eye fabric salt na eye ne esesa choose stay soft ne hunu so ye no FDID edwade nkrato ya tu.
Get ready for more. More goals, more drama, more nail-biting edge of your seat. Oh my word, did you see that? 32 teams, 63 matches, one unmissable tournament. The all-new FIFA Club World Cup on SuperSport.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Ghana this year mamunyina jubie mama kwa basum dwefie peace 104.3 nyumre nu seka siebo and was guso wuti bra yeduru su yi 2074 Ghana this week ensem bi oto dwana watch mu ne ditie ye sine koso ye be kaka ye ho na fa etoso mienu yi 2074 eni kura yasene 2074 duro ni padwane hia udidi a wonom no otwu mota ne betene ye peyare beba ubehia duro betumi abo awo no 2074 say kidney infection hepatitis B and C obako ficha ya wo tiana ya na no den enfichi komu hawa hodo wo hia 2074 endemu yare wa hodo so 2074 candidiasis white and so deep a edi manya papa wonya 2074 to asehu aya na obusu hiniu 2074 high blood pressure and high blood sugar no wonya 29 bedu akagyenemu ukasa en kefro no mu ba no aya na no den ubehia 2074 yemukro osa ni nti pepper soup untimi nombi ubehia 2074 ukro beda ho ache wa ya ukro intimi nko wohia 2074 wonumbi no pasa wa nefa bi soso nefa tarimu na behunu se na ansape ukro ni be hyase moamoa prostate enlargement di memanya papa doctor fo chirim se every 40 years you kono twumuta prostate no esesa bebam entu behia duru a ebetimi abo prostate no ho ban no wachina bi no obema ankwa nkufiri wonsa 2074 liver infection 2074 onyaro so awontia fatigue ubehia 2074 ewa wando maduro bia ewa intimi nko 2074 kosohwe na obehunu se ewa duro ne ewa duro na so duro magani so sedie eno ha ene 2074 Boru Pharmacy Herbal Shop Chemical Shop Ghana for na nyina tontina wonsa betimi aka bi we na dwuma kweso yasene se na nsem etodwa na wotwi mu no yemfa embeso mu na ansa ne bebo awura mu no madwenkyere bia mo de ba first half no ena mi yidi afiri hono na tima yintietie mu edi amayen na kwama boate ablekuma central wodi nie wo so wodan so ma sore dan ho ena wutie kase bono bright kumi wo se encha enkonfama no obin bless wo so de no ababedru matima kan message afa me yesan se message no edoso wase ho nti bi ba no ne bi ko masa wudu kuma se bantama de nie wo se man sadat busa je de mami o se 24 economy na be ye den na tumi aba se tene san se ti high krampo yi enkane antimi nyina so enti nkane nyina so ye be ye den na Ghana for etimi 24 hours no etima ye adwuma dan ne kwaku ni patete wutu bi ko si in fact me re ho nyumre pa Laura Senior High School mofra nkofo ma nipa enso bako school beti yesi wewu den a okofuru subonto uweyara wo se ne wura ho nyumre papa na kwa me wo pasco won sawam wo since wo total filling station na wuti kasebo ne defro in fact nurses omu deserve better pa wo sa ban hwe conditions of service wo hwe ni mu defra ban ni change na no aban hwe wutimi ye edemo mo teacher kwadwo tepanye no susu wo se aban ne ma na nimbre se ne be na strikes ahodo and strike way o china strike way no wontimi hwe na wombo ne gon na intimi moa wo se happy Father's Day in advance en command papa ura Jordan appear retired educationist tepa enyina susu ko men sample out do me ko benya constituency wo se won serem people nyina se bra so se mutimi keka mo hubom watimi wakame no emfa hwema mutimi keka mo hubom se prayer ne betumi abonka bo mu amope no Monsa tumi aka na 2028 nkunimdie no akọ edi amamosi kukuru du ebefa special greetings enkoma Haji Safia Mohammed the next MPP National Women's Organizer Thomas Oheneba Boache next UK NPP Organizer ku Mensa Pelatu no se de odi ebetu mu eno no Amisco Spelele Edway Africa so Republic eno de ebetu mo se AK Dr. Bomi abeba 2028 kudos enkoma nurse fo nyina se mo strike no metima suspend ye JDM so hwe na condition of service no wo ye ho adwuma de ma nurse fo na etimi bo sase ye frupan fan shaben enchankoma Sylvester Tete udumenyamfo enkamena PP General Secretary udumenyamfo Mavis Hawakum se enkamena PP National Women's Organizer osi enchane bi enko enfama fantastic web for se hwia sanjene so micro minority in parliament no omo no nurse for tuatie nyina no mo hye akiri domkuma no a omo a le hye akiri na so President Mahama ni NDC mamma chese se ni so di hunu nyina no ayekwa nti wo se ono so bonus for abaso ori ayere perpetual for ampofo wife for udumenyamfo bright for ampofo NPP chairman ewo Botiano English amafuru mo se encha so enko emfa ema mo madwenkyere na aba no so first half no aha ene DC second half no de akanyina no ebeje bre na yakenkan edi amamo efa to so mienu yato no die 2074 this week ene yebo edi ewramwe na watwi mu na Ghana man panyin owura John Dramani Mahama kasa edi tudwa se o man bia betima fa ne to apadi efra kwayo edi kwase atoto na ase no ntini Ghana wono so behwe hu ne se kua obehye mo kena de sanse na tudwa wa bra na wakasa o Ghana Horticulture Expo 2025 ase.
Potential must give way to performance. Hope must yield results. We must move from smallholder survival to value addition, international competitiveness, and youth-driven enterprise. If you've traveled across this country from Keita to Komenda, from Techiman to Tamale, you will have seen what I've seen. That is the silent labor of our farmers, cooperatives, our mothers hunched over tomato beds, and young people innovating with very little support.
Ghana Bampenny Ura John Dramani Mahama na wachimu wadi ensemu yi etuja Salamatu Kuku Pentel na mani boni.
Na wasansem numuamu ebra romampenyi ekasa wo Ghana Horticulture Expo ase na womampenyi John Dramani Mahama editu edwase 24-hour economy jumadie no enche kra no aban ebehwe na washase no se de edikan no tema ene takrade port ene ebehwe 24-hour economy no ase.
I'm pleased to inform you that the Ministry of Trade and Agribusiness and Industry and the Ministry of Transport are working together with the Ghana Revenue Authority, the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, the Ghana Shippers Council, and other stakeholders to soon declare the Tema and Takoradi ports as 24-hour ports. It will not only be about working longer hours, it will be about building the infrastructure, the energy, the security, the transport, and the data platforms that enable round-the-clock agro-industrial activity.
Omampenyi John Dramani Mahama Salamat Kuku Pentel ene amaniboi ebreye.
Ghana Horticulture Expo jumadie baso na wotwe ase no. Ghana mampenyi de to Ghana fo nyina anim say 24 economy sese no July 1st efirase.
These interventions are not promises, they are policy realities designed to make Ghana's horticulture investment ready, inclusive, and globally competitive. We're also implementing a game-changing strategy, the 24-hour economy initiative, to unlock Ghana's productive potential across all sectors. And I'm pleased to announce that on July 1st, the 24-hour initiative policy will be ready to go.
Ghana Bampenyi Ura John Dramani Mahama ni Salamatu Kuku Pentel na mani bonono.
Na wachimu Omampenyi John Dramani Mahama ede etuja ase wo share Parent Teachers Association jumadi a wo mu edie twantia friend PTA ya je se wo mu jumadi no sisi ano omo atwe asensan e wo school mu no aban se wo behwe na wo mu asan so ekokodi wo mu jumadi e wo school no mu ebiomu na Omampenyi ede sansem wo etudwa ebra Ghana National Association of Teachers ekosra Omampenyi John Dramani Mahama e wo abankesiem.
We have better quality outcomes because I think that it's easier for the education service to supervise and monitor schools at the district level than for us to try and do it from the center. And so that's one of the issues we'll be taking up with you. And then also issues to do with community and PTA participation in the management of schools. The trend everywhere in the world is to give communities a say in how their schools are run.
Omampenyi John Dramani Mahama Salamat Kuku Pentel ene de amaniboi ebreye.
Na wachimu ene owura Philemon Japan. Ejina Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association ikuna na mudi tuja. Se won dan so da yeda so na tu ate no de ba wiye ne anaso wachina.
No question yes ya na strike ne de yenya indication bia e chese ye chia sign e temu ti te de e kona na ye hese ye bitimi the proposal actu abayenim se obitima consider.
Owura Philemon Japan eye penya be de chiro kasa edema Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association ikuno na wochimu eno de ensemu yi etuja.
Na wochi a Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association eye strike no na no enenam soma peace news ekopie mo Kolibi Teaching Hospital yene ayafo ni bi edi enkomo ana omo se wo mu se wo mo eba nurses ni ni wo na ho akakra wo na nso so doctors no ahwe wo mo e kwan paso pa.
Once me buy a meeting, they say almost like by it's now by almost the 1 hour 30 minutes before motion. But motion me cry almost say and something. I can come back friend editor. So me young friend. I don't have phone, but next is one day. My home be our home.
I'm with them. Also, the end that none Edru so na wa ko doctor o ma ahun kola no wait o ma a check ya bibia
Jojo say enodi amaniboi ebreye
na wachimu ena Dr. Nana ayiwa free wodina dum kuma na mudi ato abaya nim se hwe se wo paade age afiri akora nchen a eya akorokoro enya huruhuna edisa aban pese eya nurse fo tuato da sese so odi ba wie ya won to ombo na woni won konkonwasie so na no na beboa.
Unfortunately for the nurses, their fronts got divided, and the Professional Psychiatric Nurses Association of Ghana took the GRNM. So what was supposed to have been implemented in July was not until issue in court was settled on the 25th of January 2025. In the spectacle of nurses, they don't care whether it's a new government or not. As far as it is, it's governance which is continual. And for that matter, they seek their rights. So they saw their rights starting from January. The government, we've tidied ourselves and you must go ahead and sort us out. February, March, April, May, June, and then they have to call for resort to strike.
Afiduasa sokore mra sebedwani Dr. Nana ayu afri yi abedekwa hwa pomde ho nsem so mra sebedwe opanyine kan ho bi na wotwi mu wode ensem yi etu dwamano la kwale yede William Kentu wana mane bonie
Apomdin Swafo Honorable Kwabena Mita Akando wasanso ayedwabo somra shebedwani de etudwa na watwi mu ebra Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Association womo strike no neno ana se aban no ayekra se wono womo ebehia se de be ya womo hawo ni nyina obehwe na waka ho asem na watwi mu na wode etudwa se ebomom se aban ne bon ho modin de 2025 budget no womo hawo na womo epe na sika no womo epe no condition of service no aban amfa budget no emu.
The National Labour Commission on Thursday, 5th June 2025, summoned all stakeholders to an emergency meeting to address the matter. However, the GRNMA failed to attend the meeting. Consequently, the NLC was compelled to take legal steps to declare the strike illegal and called on the GRNMA to immediately call it off in line with law. At the meeting, the Fair Wages and Salary Commission once again, in accordance with law, directed the GRNMA to call off the strike to allow negotiations to continue. Government wishes to stress its readiness to further engage with a view to implementing the conditions of service in a manner that does not dislocate the national budget.
Onipa wote nkan apomdin Swafo Honorable Kwabena Mita Akando Salamat Kuku Pentel enechro amaniboi ebrei
na wajukro ya mu na fotosanfo abedi etire Owura Thomas Nyako Ampem wo se na nurse fo ene midwives say wona tu atie ne no mo hwede mu de firi aban chen no mo de evum ye mo na dipem nanso so no putupuru mu sa aban so obetimi akwo mo pa dia ene na agi sa aban no kwa bi obefa so obenya sika de abo mo no oye ne sa na sika ye hwede mu no 2 billion Ghana cedis ebe ha enti won to won bo kakra.
From the Ministry of Finance, we want to show our commitment to help in resolving this important issue because our nurses are very, very critical to healthcare delivery and we appreciate what they do. But the reality is that we have over 120,000 nurses and the implementation of the current condition of service that they are demanding will have serious consequences for the budget.
Owura Thomas Nyako Ampem fotosanfo abedi etire na wotwi mu wodi ensemu yi etudwa Salamatu Kuku Pentel ne bobo amanboya no ede besomo yen
na wona wotwi mu a ebra Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Association ne womo strike eno enenam so ema womo deputy kasamafo a wokasa edema Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Association Yura Philemon Japan enso ekasai ese womo Ministry of Health ekohia nanso so wo share outcome ebaye anase nsunsuanso ebaye no a na chese omo ani anye ho kra
ankoyi ama yera ho sese ye hu kwan ya fa so kra akoba amani de koba ya ne se aban ene ne mpay form ba be share no mo sigina ye bi he conditions of service na ya negotiate awie ne de yendia no mo jitum mai na mom no implementation na say implement no aban ni sika nti me no ka say o mo ntimi implement no ene ne kire yi ma nurse fui ene midwives fui.
Eni awuti Deputy PR ma Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Association Mr. Philemon Japan yenua Henry Akwasiminka ene de nsemi ebreye
na watwi mu na domkuma no ba no dani wonu menafo Alexander Afenyo mark ni kasa di tudwa say tuate a nurse fo ene midwife da hyehyɛ so no Ghana ye pu bia bo no sobo a ye fa mbo aban
expiry of authorization letters for failure to apply for renewal. Number 1, Life World Broadcast Limited.
All of them have been shut down for all these days, all these weeks. Let's not talk Kolebu. Let's talk about those in the rural areas. Somebody is going to deliver, a woman in labor. What services is she getting from the health facility nearby? And they cannot even afford a private health care. Mr. Speaker, have we talked about the mortality rates and all?
Dom kuma bando dani urumnyanfo Alexander Afenyo mark ne enie ne kasa atie no dom kase no so bando dani urumnyanfo Mahama yare kasa bia wo tirim say atuate a nurse for the midwife da sese suyi enya da ban na yana manosem na isikasem abotre ene wo mu aban betu wana mu.
It came to light that there has been a very, very good working relationship between the Nurses and Midwives Association, the Ministry of Health, and indeed the Labour Commission and the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission. And they've all been trying to find an amicable way to resolve this matter.
Dom Kesiano Bano Dani would mean for Mahama Ayariga. No Quacromuno, Apomodin Swafu, no for Community Candle, so Casea, which him say, quite be as I buy fast one, no one unless for midwives concunio season or Bayonesa.
The Ministry of Health is the mother ministry for the nurses and midwives, and will continue to behave like mothers.
Apomodin Swafu, no man for Community Candle, and our chimu, or D and some say a two Germanola calling William Gentu, what about the Bonnie?
Na wasansem no mu amu ya Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Association na watwi mu na wo mo strike na mo ye na no ayeden pa ne no enenam so ma baasunku a wo mo ehwapomudi ensem so e wo mrahye bedwefie enso ene wo mo ekohia edonhwere enan ne no ebra wo mo kohia wo mo ewieye no titirani a woda apomudin baasunku e wo mrahye bedwefie Dr. Mike Nawani ene ne sentrofo ekasai se wo mo nhie mu a wo ne wo mo akokohia no mo nim se nsunsuanso papa ebefiri mu aba.
We are very happy that they honored our invitation, and the same thing goes to the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Finance, and Fair Wages. You were all in to assist us, both my committee members, and we must say that we've been sitting down for the past 4 hours. We had a very fruitful negotiations. We have tried as much as possible to synchronize our activities, and now what we can say at this moment is that the discussions were fruitful.
Na enuachi no minority ranking member wono so da apomuden ba asunku e wo mrahye bedwefie Dr. Nana Afriye nso so ekasai.
We're joined by the majority leader. All the stakeholders that we invited were here. We had a very fruitful deliberation with the nurses. The nurses are going to have a session with their council, and we are hopeful for the good news. There's no other news again. We are done.
Ensami Emmanuel Akoli eni William Gentu ene edifri mrahye ebrey
na watwi ya mu enkonwase na chi no ena president oda nurse for ene midwives koya no ora yire perpetual for ampofo kasa di tuja say we ye bia kasa twaso yen kasa twaso atuate no wontwam na emom oda konkon hwansa.
Considering all that has transpired from 2nd June 2025 in relation to the pleas of the good people of Ghana, pleas from our patients, and the timely intervention of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health, the leadership of the association wishes to state as follows. The engagement held with the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health and other interested parties on Thursday, 12 June 2025 was very fruitful and has paved the way for an amicable resolution of the impasse with our employer concerning the implementation of our collective agreements.
Ora yere perpetual for ampofo president of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association kuna no na watwi mu wodi nsem sei etuja.
Na watwi mu a Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Association wo strike ya wo eye ni emu ne no na wo deputy PRO Mr. Philemon Japan enso ekasai ese wo akole of wo strike na wo eye no wo atwa so ne mum no wo de ya konsem de ema wo a wo adehye afiri mu ebra na wo ye strike no no se enye se bia wo strike na wo ye no wo pese wo kum nipa na asesa ne mum no na ne bia na wo se wo motimi hwe na aban no hwe na oye ma wo montin wo a wo de hye bi afiri mu no omo ma wo yakọ
ansa na me de sansem no betu dwa no ma me mfa kwanya iso na me mpaga na fochew ebi no mahwe omunuanom ebi mahwe omo adofo yesrom nese fo nye basabasafo yensem kana na yetiawa na yesrese ade a edi wen ade a ya negotiate wie na ya sign no aban ntu hwana mo
na enuachi no ena wose wo hwe wo mo nkita ho a wo mo ene apomuden baasunku o mo wo mrahye bedwefi edi ye no a wo mo san so ama mo na wotwe mienu se wo no wo mo ensan emehia bio
ye ne o masi ginae esipo bi nyame ya adoma na wotwe mienu edi ye nimi ye besan ne o mo akohia na dedi kan no Ghana fo sufre ene ade poti nti aye twe sa strike
Onipa Yetin Deputy PRO Wada Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Association ano Mr. Philemon Japan Yenua George Osei ene boan semiano ebrei.
Abuja kwa hwa pomude ho nsem so e wo mrasebedwe fi won tetenani ene wodumanyan for Dr. Market Nawani na watchu mu gina aban na mu aseda wode ma pomude dwuma fo so watu ate wode akonkon ho.
I think this morning, just like my leader said, they have announced that they are back to work. But that is not the end. Members of Parliament, we need to continue to fight to ensure that some of their requests, the executive arm of government will listen to them. There should be a point of intersection.
Onumanyan for Dr. Market Nawani nenini na enwachire no ofo so yerebim rasebedwani onumanyan for kojo opon kroman so eda pomide dwuma fo yase.
Because we make progress, we should also learn lessons. Maybe other colleagues will mention of the health committee. The chairman has shown good leadership, and the ranking member, Honorable Ayuba Free, shown very good leadership on this matter.
Onumanyan for kojo opon enkroma ayo ofo so yerebim rasebedwani na wachimu enwodi ensemu yi etu Emmanuel Akwale and William Gentu wana mane boniye.
Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation was so a year Nigo Pram Rashebidweni, Honorable Sam George, and now what they at 2 radio stations and Nimwa radio station Dusia and 962 radio stations are ne just say one to me abom homodia, woman shabi was so moody so woman newswa, just a ministry as a war to mono, which James says 62 radio stations or more homodin say one more ebedi and shaya are buying no eddy a work. Dia mom san se o mampanyi e dia to dwa se wo mom 30 days na sa 30 days no was say 62 radio stations enhwe se wo mo ebedi sa day no hyehyɛ no so pepepe se da bia ebetimi aboa wo mo.
Issued expiry of authorization letters for failure to apply for renewal. Number 1, Life World Broadcast Limited, operating in Ofinso on 94.3 FM. 2, Akpini Communication Limited, operating in Pando on 96.7 FM. 3, Victory FM in Aflao, operating on 96.1 FM. 4, Oracle Multimedia, operating in Nadoli on 88.5 FM. 5, Jewel Group Limited in Duaya Okwanta.
Na enuachi no wasansem no mu 64 radio stations here jese womo ehun aka no wasam no ekopie mu e wo mahye minority leader Alexander Fenyoma Kenso ekasai.
We expect better. No, Mr. Speaker, you do not break it and pretend to be fixing it when it's not broken. You broke it. So if you are fixing, then you say we should commend you, we should be happy. Mr. Speaker, Mr. President, clemency is a belated thing.
Na enwachi no majority leader Mahama Ayariganso ekasai.
The leader of the minority, an MPP leader of the minority, and a lawyer for that matter, will stand in this chamber and say that it is unconstitutional and a violation of the Constitution for laws to be passed governing the management of frequency. And yet, it was your party and your government in 2008 that enacted those legislation through this parliament.
And some enuanum Emmanuel Akwale ene William Gentu and I didn't say me if you must be the fee ebrei.
Now what you muna penye kwancherefo a wada Media Foundation for West Africa no Ura Suleiman Abraham akasada to centrefo nyina anim se ehyehyɛ centrefo ebo dwumadi ho ban no ebo ho bra no wo hwɛ ofanya dwuma.
May say yebekɔ yɛ nimu a na adeɛ ba ko a wɔsɛ yɛde yɛ adwuma paa ne sɛ mmra yɛhyehyɛ ama yɛn ho sɛ yɛde bɛyɛ yɛ adwuma no yɛnyinaa yɛbɛdi so sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ akyɛ obi fom a ne yɛho sɛ nipa kɔ no ɔmpɛ sɛ ebia ɛnɔma bɛkɔ sɛnea ɛwɔ sɛ sikɔntwi.
Ora Suleiman Abraham penye kwankyerɛ for the Media Foundation for West Africa no na watwi mu odi nsɛm yi atudwa.
na radio stations ahodoɔ aduosia ɛnan a wɔn ho aka ɔmanpanyin John Dramani Mahama a Director Ministry of Communications sɛ wɔn almost 30 days na wɔn fa nyɛ wɔn correction no ɛsansɛm no mu ɛna Ghana Independent Broadcasters Association etwa ne tia efrɛ ne Jeba wɔn panyipa a wɔda wɔn ano Mr. Cecil Sunkwa Mills ɛkasai ɛsɛ ɛwɔ mu sɛ da bia wɔn Ministry of Communication edin sa wɔso na so radio stations aduosia ɛnan edie ho asɛm deɛ wɔn anka ho sem ankyere wo mu.
But as them we start in February, so Mumbekaya, you two stations bear to a binom the NIA, Saboko Assembly, to Muafi, to other stations, almost almost near was somewhere. But in Shia Minister, now, that time no country, all is normal, stations no almost. That time bear above 60, close to 70.
George say, and Odi Amaniboy Ebre.
Now, what you mean about Bambo for Dr. Omaneboama? Okasa di tuju as a chief of defense staff and a service chief Sibio Mampejabo Ndino or Magana Mamara article 212 man hokwan on fumo kwan biaso.
Inviting the commander in chief to insist that even when generals have attained the mandatory retirement age, they should still be kept. I have submitted here that out of the 12, 8 had reached that threshold.
Dr. Omaneboama Bambo Swafo na wachimu and what the ensemu etu Jamanola Kwale yani William Gain to Amaneboniye.
Now was Sansemunumu and a ranking member of Parliament, Defense and Interior Committee, Reverend John Intim Fojo, Ede Atu Eja, Sewosha Kwanya, Minister for Defense, Honorable Omaneboama, Shaya Wodi Egwekwem, Ede Fa Asradom, Kandifo, Emu, and Semna Hadrian Papa, or say, Womu Ewo, high rank Ewo, Akofa 1-star general, say Wono Emedi Womanim, or more Macanina, Womu Kofi, now they and Bosomi and Sa, Etimi, Edi promoting pa ba sadwa na je se ha adwen pa
moral aspect in say obi ehun say no just say am process mo no enye merit bi mo na it is not by seniority, it's not by merit, it's by rank. You know, aban for ba near yes rearrangement, reassignment. It's going to be purely on political loyalty.
Onipayete Ninken, Reverend John Intim Fojo, ranking member of Parliament, Defense and Interior Committee.
Now what you know the for Emmanuel Bezara? Abuja kwa hwa hone de ho nsem so wontetene ni wakasa di tuja. Se Energy Sector Amendment Bill 2025 amanfo bi ka se dom kese no, o ma dane Ghana fo nkwanta, o ma nka mu no kura fa nkyere Ghana fo no panyi kyire mu se, no kura bia ni sansem no mu.
I want to clearly state that this claim is false and it's misleading, and it's a deliberate attempt to politicize responsible policy decision aimed at securing the long-term sustainability.
Onumina for Emmanuel Bezra, where you ho west, Mrasabedwani abaju kwa hwa hone de ho nsem so ntetene ni eno no, na watwimu wode ensemu etu Jamanola Kwale ni William Gain to Amaneboniye.
Ranking member on economy and development on Rashebi Honorable Kojo upon Kroma Ekasai say Oshe NDC abain one Ghana CDC award ato energy sector levy a wade abanwa ha adwen papa wase se woto fango 1 liter bia wade one Ghana CDC e de ato so wase saa de no aban no aye no e ya najo kro no na wase ohwa kwan a ye wiewia saa amamrai ye de kopiem e wo Rashebi no a na se ye kro no pa e na aban aye na adwen se obebo Ghana fo.
This Dumsor levy was smuggled through to avoid any form of public engagement, consultation, or scrutiny. It was neither advertised in the budget nor on the main order paper for the day. And that's why we say that this amounts to midnight robbery.
William Gain to ne Emmanuel Akoli and edin semi free Rashebi Ebrey.
Enkane ahonede soafo. Eye onumnyamfo Boache Chiramantin agya kona watwemu kasa di tudwa. Se wan CD aban de aba. Se wo to fango liter bia yente fa firi so no wo se aban no nokura bi na wan kan kire Ghana for sense na aban ni nim se eye den ya eto bi sa no ebeba
aban we edit March budget no buy so mo de tax to fuel diesel na 95 pesos and petrol 93 pesos say the mo agigi ne about $528 million se mo se e ka e dan ni mu na mo de kokon enso na mo ye sa calculation so na mo nim se 95 de 93 a mo de to so no enso sika mo se mo hia e de akokon sa aka.
Onumnyamfo Boache Chiramantin agya ko enkane ahonede soafo na watwimu odi ensemu yi etudwa.
Na ochi mu na Dr. Mahmood Bawumia campaign team communication director Mr. Miracles Abuaje ekasa ye ese wo hwe ensemu a Honorable Kennedy Japan ekoka ye ewo Mampon ebra na the late Mampon hene da sobre osei bonsu wo mo eye na yie no ese Dr. Mahmood Bawumia wo hwe enkuku a wodi ye ewo 2024 abato no a na enwo se MPP amanyokuro no eyi no se Frankatuni wo mo chem sansem na wo kan de wo mo ne no enya
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no sanya ba bi se no so asemo ka dina ne se ya to abewie ye boaboa ye hona ye kuo no ya ma ye kuo ne edina ne nan so nti no o sha last week here a few days ago and on the party penifo a day thank you to abewie ya no ka se ye prepare na party na ko briefi national council
na wasansem no mu no so Mr. Kwesi Kwarten wono so ekasama Honorable Kennedy Japan so di sei etwaso
asema Iraq Japan kairo ebia we nyanti ase anase we nyantremu ene ma no kasa ebia bruce nyina ye party ba chebe wawase Iraq Japan ohwe proba party ni mu 1592 abisine waboa party ejina mo party no asema we nyina ye because of sebibu party
na wo ohwe hit ya ekoso ewo Dr. Mahmood Bawumia kane mampinyi abedi chiri entem enafe Honorable Kennedy Japan entem no sansem no political science lecturer wo University of Education Winneba Dr. Isaac Brakonso ekasa ede fa ho
Mejidi said ye yewura ken eken no esi na epai ene say yewura omampeni yewura edubu ahen de no professor de no okọ de edi kan no anye yama wo
Jojo say ene de amaniboyi ebreye
na watwimu ene osofo hwekro nkuma mpuntu ne nkankoso wono akro ya so ye no hwa hodidie so ehwenya mesomdwumadi ahodo so urumnyafo Ahmed Ibrahim yakasa de tuda say aban ni besi dwadi bia ahodo wo Ghana fo na nyina na aban se 24 economy no abachidom
market with improved modernized facilities including crèche, clinic, lorry parks, storage facilities, police and fire service posts.
Urumnyafo Ahmed Ibrahim na watwimu wode ensemu yi etu dwa Emmanuel Akwale na maniboni
Swaman Mrasebedweni Honorable Frederick Ade Elbisa ewo Mrasebedwefi Elbisa Ministry of Road and Highway ese wo hwe Swaman no kopiem ewo ho akwan bi ti se dwabo so ekwadade so kwan akontombra dade so enafe sua boy ade pena kwan no ede na oye ede afa ho na obisa sansem no ewo Mrasebedwem.
Arise to ask the Minister for Roads and Highways what immediate steps the ministry is taking to rehabilitate the following deplorable roads in the Swaman constituency.
Na wasansem no mu no Minister for Road and Highway Honorable Kwame Govins Agbojanso eyina no say
Mr. Speaker, the Jaboso Dadieso Road has a total length of 51 kilometers, 21 kilometers from Jaboso to Amweja and 15 kilometers from Kalu to Dadieso, and it's a surface-dressed road. The remaining 16-kilometer section between Kalu and Amweja is gravel surface.
In Semi Mano Akoli and a different Mashibidfi Ebre.
Now, what you move and a Dr. Rashid Purple, Penny software. Wohe apadi ene nyuma jumadi so odi tuja say abasisa ba ye 7 December about 20 no wana ye for nyuma nyina no nhwemu ebekoso wonsemu.
Mr. Speaker, following the directive issued by the Chief of Staff on behalf of government, an intersectoral committee has been established to investigate, verify, and validate the authenticity or otherwise of appointments in the public sector.
Osofe apadi ene nyuma jumadi so Dr. Rashid Purple na watwimu nene ene odi ensemu yi etu Jamela la kwale ni William Gentu wana mane boni.
Na watwimu ena Accra Regional Police Command kasama for Superintendent Juliana Oben ekasa yese posi adwumaku a wonkran ha edi niema egu akom se de be ya krono agodo a asore no ombehwe na wo abre ano ase.
If we some match ho baby airbase obesha. There's been an increase in police visibility into Utu Anamon Bakumenu, Behun so Behun police checkpoint, Utu Anamon Bakumenu, Behun police patrol car.
Now, what is some way to Jabra, Wabasra, despite media, and our board, despite media, Basso Papa say, Posi the report to be a bar, or Mubon de Roma Ghana for Yina at CB.
Peace FM, despite media group, Jumadia Yana, money dinner, and Pempina Yana, and your money be so. And so your bomb Punuana, Madru, Befa Quenisona, Yadamas.
Prince Balfour Asamoah and a tron semi ebre.
Addition for what BC in sorry. I'm afraid friend Jennifer or Senyama or Kahubi when you finish schedule 9. What then fair for a BC in sorry, natural or Shassie, now so John fee, or Tonanum Ewan Siedo, Neja, Sir Godwin, and essential for Kasai.
Makwalani dear, and Yadia was said I yelled out. Oh, Quacotron, no yes in Tipan, no paper labi, a rear, to a rear no yes or Quacotra, Abba, and your Quacotroy, to a cotra and all Banu do come. No, if you be Madame and a friend say, Aqualana Sena, and fun into Memra Fan and Co Hospital. And we or friend me prepare me call Eco Fan and look Coco Plus so can a doctor for the nurse for no Eshelum Bisano, as so him fan ya to an Aqualano Pune a kind as a yanity, name more of it, Domudia drew any insue, if it's seen so. The Baba Drew and the Drew and I don't know, it's just a fiano, a cosmo. The Ebeshes and I are cosmo, me as in a friend ever. I'm an abbe fire at the Akuluma. The time I didn't coco Drew, just an hour preno, we didn't baby in ye. There's a phone baby to me as in common panye, ever fed Juma Abon, or me in Tino Miniantino. It told me dear wide in our Tessiame for a friend. Only a Libya, so more yesterdays in Libya, no coba, only a school for Nina Mopamba. So on the Libya, you know, already I don't want the fish, or co school now, on Jalan Yali and Fan and Cost.
A right Jennifer was saying Yama 14 years abofra, water beason so he be. I will call Praso of a school. Square war, Quo Praso, I will quo South Messin, and at a Fufian Twata, where Jimu ever a quantum fee. Ebedina will sorry who send me so. Now you mean Sacasiabo, 2074 Ghana this week. Ye dear see, I can come for you, me. Sadat, Mohamed Mene.
Mame Akosia etonam.
Kasebo Mwaseda, Enkoma 2074. 2074, we did ya on no chumuta ya rene beba. And to be here dra, obetimi da bon ho by the free area ho. Obi krampo ho no moya rebe bi ko waji se bekra no. Eni ti payaba kuru no wanya bi mi de bi ni. Yesi mi ni mukura ba no wanya bi. Yesi Apollo aba no wanya bi. Panyini mu akaka rere ne da de tire ho. Ni nyina ne se eyi enkwa mu ekuta ya ro ahodo no ne de no wo form ayemmere. Enti area bia be ko wo a ku adise bekra wo ohia 2074 nya bi na no mo abeboa na abon ho be free area ahodo nyina ho wakoye lab doctor ka cheso kidney no ahodi nhyɛ da nim wanhwe ya ebeja okwan so ohia 2074 koso ne no numbi owi asa ko hospital ho no mu biem na asa dance enti ne kuso nkruso ehwiahwe doctor kro no oye o lab no obesa ayo bi beka che say kidney no koi ahodi abamu nya asem keto hepatitis B and C edunya 2074 tu ase hu obako ficha ya wa wotiara ya na do de entwa babo so me ne so wa hyase ko ficha na fe na akono no yenye de sa wo de ne ya ko pebi na donom na koso na donom na bo so me so na ko fichira hwe ontehwe onti ya obi aboko ozo wasum atumi adwo endem ya no wahodo edi maburu nya papa ene enkoho ose ho na mifiriba bo ho man ose apu tofi wudi na ho no ho enye de na chese wakode sa obebare yare se ya sam akotete aye no ho onya 2074 abba endem ya no wahodo to ase hu wo de wo kwa no bi wo ban so no bi awe yare bi ani kwa so candidates ha map papa candidates ne say ya so one hwe no one padu pa bi amfo nto ase ya ase ko na ase enko e bola soja de wonya 2074 engo se to ba ko to mienu besa ne de candidates wo hwe no ba bi anya de abetime hu no aya na oboso ya oboso hini wonya adwuma bi ompaja bibia so ya na oboso sa do pe 2074 ne no na hwe ade obewu sa ase bi to ma hoto aba high blood pressure high blood sugar edi mabunu nya papa empenifo bo medi omunya papa ne tituru ni mema no obeti se pressure ko bia na ye bema so pressure ye ma ye mema nyina na so ade na de bia mema nkwa da pressure ko omu yi menu abema me papa me wofa unya 2074 na no ma pressure no ebe na ba form no ma wo so na ma doctor ka cho se jare aduani bi o ka se jadi wo aduani die nyina ya seta ma to so doctor be nyina afiri ho no ma wo simu ekwa mu atene de ama wo 2074 o ka sen ke fro no mu ba na no wode nti wontimi ka suma sem o ya 2074 be yi tirimukro nyina afiri ho no ma wo so ka se nipa mu a wonya kokuduro ye mukro onsa no ha papa wan hwe se na be sia ma wo so ate no amafo beka che so nya nkofo yare ibi na so na ye wosa pepe supu ntimi numbi ya wosa aduane ade echi na se wan pe bibia nto yefunu mu a ede na yefunu mu dwa wo osa kɔpɛ 2074 to ba ko to mienu bɛsa no ahode bɛba obo so bɛsa hyehyɛ kama ekuro bɛda ho akyɛ wayɛ ekuro ntumi nkɔ mo yɛ nsuo mo adwuma saa de titiriw ni ayifo no kokofo de ne ade no mo wura mu ni ade na hyɛ da nya nika kɔpɛ 2074 onum bie no pasawa wo de bigu so afatare mo wura ne so obehu ni sɛ mo wura ni betu foforo bɛba ekuro ne bɛkɔ ahoto bɛba propro ne ade esuro 20 na pa etu nya bie ekuro bi ya do pɛ 2074 numbi na fa bigu asawo mo fatare kuro no so ase betu ma hoto aba liver infection wonya no so anti apophatic 2074 ewa obodi se puhu na kan yadum wo de ko hwedum so eyewana ko de ko pɛ 2074 ebeyi wanyi na afiri ho ewa duro bia wanumbi na wo ye local remedy social media hodo so remedy na wo ye ewa itima bietim wanom 2074 na said there be dia secret ni nie 2070 obebo papa bora pharmacy herbal shop chemical shop Ghana for na nyina akwa o se opɛ 2074 frena mpeni for na dudu mu embrel 0246 073 498 0246 073 498 and I say 0501 628 931 0501 628 931 madwenchira modi aba second half na mede sore kasebo yi so na we say no every Haile Selassie nkyɛn patriotic voice go so dum so 11 ne de ye ne eba dɔso nti wo de na twemfa kyɛ me mɛsa beto no wase hɔ teacher emphasis ahafu kukuo mu o say government no wo ye adwuma papa na nurse fo no omo so omo hwɛ na omo nkonkɔhye omo dwuma di ase na san sɛ nya mo nko na mo na nane abrewa na obia de ne house ye to abayani mu a na nka ban ebe de no wetima bo obia patriotic voice go so Haile Selassie wo so ono so wo bo nurse fo no midwife sabaso papa so na tuate no wo de akonkɔ hɔ no mo lawyer Jones Afriye Anto nchi anie